Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today, this evening? It is 25 after 9 on Sunday, July 27th, 2025. I am back from my travels to Hamilton and St. Catharines this weekend. Horrible drive home. Lots and lots of traffic due to a pretty significant car accident on the QE. I don't want to be accused of stereotyping, but there was an Infiniti and a Camaro, like the newer style Camaro, involved. And I'm maybe predicting there was a little bit of speeding going on because that drive from Niagara Falls back Toronto bound is insane. So it was a bit of a stressful drive, 35 degrees in the car. It was awful. I don't have air in my old beater, and I don't have air in the little car either. I do have the capability for air in both cars, but it's broken. The little car, I don't care for the air. I like the windows down and blaring my tunes. The blue car, I'm not paying to have it fixed because it's an old girl, that car, but it keeps trucking. I've said it so many times. That car deserves to be in a museum. It's an amazing, amazing car. So it's been a while since I've chatted with you all. I actually thought that the postal strike was over. Not that it has actually manifested into a full-blown strike, but there has been no contract signed. I thought that was all done, and I was getting ready to kind of, reconnect with my business, but there is no contract signed. So until that happens, I'm not reinitiating anything. Plus, I'm still getting used to being a full-time employee. I'm struggling with it. I'm going to leave it at that for a whole host of reasons. But I'm hanging in there. It is an 18-month contract, so I'm taking it as a personal challenge to see the contract through. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Today is the anniversary of my marriage ending, which is a significant day in its own regard, let alone anything else that's going on in the world today. So I wanted to connect with you on this day specifically, just because it is a milestone for me. It has been a rough year for a whole host of reasons. The tears, the heartbreak, the shock, the disbelief. There's a whole bucket load of other adjectives I could throw out, but it is getting better. It is getting better. Everything happens for a reason. I do believe that. I love where I live. Well, let's preface. I love my trailer. I'm not loving being 2 hours away from everybody. I'm not loving the severe weather that seems to happen in this neck of the woods. I'm not loving that there is no internet in this park. However, that does not take away from how much I love my trailer, how much I love this lifestyle. I absolutely love it to death. It's not taking away from hot girl summer with my girl Pamela. It's not taking away from the fact that she comes up here regularly with her dog. She has invited some friends of hers up here. I've had my friend Janice up here with her van. No family, which I had a little chat with my mom about that today. It's like, maybe you guys could come up and visit. It would be really nice. But they've had a lot of stuff, a lot of visitors from overseas, and my mom broke her arm. It's just been busy, busy, busy. And me going back to work full time has just really, kind of put a real stop on my usual scheduled activities, because I am Monday to Friday, I'm at work 8:30 to 4:30 and don't do much else once I get home. The heat is insane. It has been an incredibly hot summer, albeit that last week we had 3 or 4 days where it was actually, I wore a sweater to work one morning. I couldn't believe it. And then the next day it was in the 40s again. So this weather is just so crazy. And just trying to live my best life as best I can, while still grieving my marriage, grieving, the loss of a man that I thought I knew, which I didn't, as it turns out. Just wholeheartedly recognizing how far I have come. Just being happy with myself every day. I've lost 25 pounds. I'm in the gym 4 mornings a week. I drive around my little car. I've got my trailer here. But still missing my old life, some of it, really miss Hamilton, which I never ever thought I would say. But I do get to visit fairly regularly, with visiting with Pamela and staying with Pamela, visiting with my parents today. Haven't seen them since Father's Day, so that was a long visit. My mom's like, I forgot what you look like, and she's trying to decide whether she likes the long hair or not, and so am I. I've got a haircut scheduled 23rd of August, so I'm not sure. That's almost a whole other month away, so it's just going to get longer and longer. So I'm still not sure what I want to do with that. One minute I like it, and the next minute I think it's heavy. Makes me look heavier and older, and I don't know. We'll see. Because I am dating very, very casually, not with any intensity at all. Just enjoying the opportunities as they come up, not wanting to put too much time and effort into it, to be honest. I don't ever see myself living with anybody again, being, connected to the degree that I have been connected with other partners in the past. No, thank you. Am I going to be on my own for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. But there will be no more cohabitating, or definitely no more marriages. Definitely, no. Just trying to find the right gentleman who is happy to have a ton of fun on the weekends, go for vacations, road trips, all the fun stuff. But you do your own laundry and cook your own meals, and I will do mine. You scrub your own toilet, and I will do mine. So that's it's been proving harder to find than I thought it would, actually. But a lot of it is my own attitude. I'm just not interested at all. So I have people in my life who serve different purposes, and friends and whatnot, and that's fine. Pamela and I are having so much fun. We were going to go to 50 Point this weekend, but decided not to. We ended up just going to Confederation Park in Hamilton. There is a small portion of the beach there that is dog friendly, so we took Mr. Miles to the beach, and we had a great couple of hours, and just enjoyed life and everything that goes with it. Pamela bought us, I don't know where it is actually, she bought us this huge insulated cup from Costco that holds a bottle of wine. Not that there was a bottle of wine in it, there was not. But and then she decorated them Hot Girls Summer, and mine had a purse on it, hers has got a dog on it. It was just absolutely wonderful. And then we went out last night to the Powerhouse in Stony Creek with a gentleman that she is dating, and I was on my own. Some Australian man wanted to take me home. So Pamela told him to sling his hook. That's not happening. She steps in all the time. I love her because sometimes I'm not all there. So anyway, cute gentleman, but no, she said she arrived with me. She's coming home with me. And of course, that's what happened. Same thing happened at Friday the 13th in Dover. Usually I get hit on by more women than men historically. But anyway, just having an absolute blast. Sunday evening, back to work tomorrow. Going to be heading to bed in the next hour or so. Get up 6 a.m., go to the gym, do my work day, come home, maybe go for a swim, sit out on the lounger for an hour just to decompress, come back here, have some dinner, and then I do not a lot of anything else. I will be getting back online with the bags. But I think I mentioned already, I didn't realize that the Canada Post strike or Canada Post issue is not completely resolved. So obviously I'm not going to gear anything up until that happens. Yeah, so just, just trying to get through, it's been a full 12 months now, which means divorce stuff will be happening now. Got some forms in the mail, and that will be something that I will be looking at. I was going to look at it tonight, but then I thought, you know what, screw it. I had a really long drive home. There was a significant accident, as I think I mentioned already. And it took me forever to get home. Constantly sweating because it's so freaking hot. And it is at work too. The air conditioning at work is not as effective as it could be. So anyway. So just before I sign off, I wanted to just kind of go over a few things with any of you out there who are in the same situation as me. You are starting over after, a divorce, separation, a death of a spouse, partner, whatever. There's a lot of resources out there for us ladies in our mid to late 50s from other women who are in our same situations or who have been in our same situations or who are just professionals who help women like us in our situations. So I've got 4 resources for you. I'm just going to name them because I've done this before and I've forgotten halfway through because I go off on a tangent because it is me. There's always a story. There's always some kind of sidebar that gets me off track. So Davina McCall, fantastic, a British lady who has a podcast that you can find on Spotify and on YouTube. I think it's called Begin Again. She is a fantastic resource. Some of her guests and some of her topics are absolutely amazing. Mel Robbins, the Let Them Theory, absolutely superb episodes. Not all apply, but there's enough of them that you can find something that fits your specific situation. Esther Perel is absolutely amazing. Now, she is more... Now, Davina McCall has been married for quite a long time. Mel Robbins, same. Esther Perel, same. But they have such amazing insights into what it looks like to be dating again, online dating again, just trying to debrief on your failed, marriage, relationship, whatever it may have been. Trying not to do the same thing again, which I am definitely in that category. So we have Davina McCall, Mel Robbins, Esther Perel. And the last one is a resource I have not used in probably 6 months or so, but it saved me in the beginning. Mad in Love, which is a podcast dealing with narcissistic relationships, which if you find yourself in that situation, it is a game changer in terms of trying to understand the dynamic and what it means. And the personality type is almost never fixable. They do come at it in this podcast as a fixable entity, but in a lot of the research that I've done, it typically is not a fixable situation because the person has to actually admit that they are that way, and 9 times out of 10 they don't. So it's just part of the dynamic. So those are four really important resources that I would very much encourage you to check out if you are like me, starting again as a middle-aged lady. But it's really different. I've been a plus size gal my whole life, probably more so when I was younger than now. But it's really kind of interesting because as I'm getting older, and Pamela and I, we've had many conversations about this. Like we feel better now than we have done. Like I have not been in this shell for over 30 years, and I feel fantastic. My workouts are not as purposeful at the moment. The gym has no air conditioning, which is god awful. I'm still nursing my knee that I hurt at Friday the 13th in Port Dover over a month ago. It's still really painful, so there's no leg workouts or anything like that happening. I don't do my walks anymore because I'm on my feet all day at my job. So I really, what is that flying around in here? You know what? I'm gonna get this bug while I can see it, because I'm not going to bed with something flying around in my house. So excuse me while I go and do my thing. I don't know what it is. Looks like an earwig or something. Oh no, I didn't even get it. Ugh. There we go. Talk about candid videos. Oh, there's been a little bit of a slice in my screen. I think Miles paws on it and it's just detached it a little bit on the edge. So I've taped it, so it's fine. I'm not gonna run out and get a new screen or anything. But I think there's little bugaboos that are able to get in. So I've just turned the air off, but it's starting to get really warm in here again. So like I said, it was 35 degrees in the car when I was driving home today. Once I got up here, it got down to 27, I think, but it is still damn hot. It really is. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to put the air on tonight in the bedroom or not. Not sure. Supposedly we have received hydro bills, but I haven't received one. So that'll be very interesting to see what that is, because I have not had a hydro bill since last September. So I can just imagine what it's going to be. So anyway, so that is it. I just wanted to share those resources with you, say hello, give you a little bit of an update on the purse, acknowledge the significance of this day, and just to let you all know that I am doing absolutely fantastic. And I still have my sad days. I still miss the life I thought I was going to have very, very much. And, it's still very sad for me. And I think it always will be, because it went from just so ecstatically happy to, oh my God, what just happened? And I still shake my head. Shouldn't have got married. I think we both decided that as things were coming to an end. Honestly, I just wish the whole thing had never happened. Like, I'd never met him. I really do, because too old to be going through all this emotional crap. But I have learned a lot. I've done a lot of work on myself and what it is I need out of life, and where my life is going. I've still got some pretty big things I want to accomplish, and I'm just this next year or two is just gonna be about getting all my ducks in a row for my old age. Financially, physically. I'm happy to say that I am on one medication that I've been on since my daughter was born. It was something that happened to my system during pregnancy, so it's not even an old age thing. that could all change because I've got a new doctor and I've had blood work done and I've had an x-ray on my knee. I'm getting a mammogram, which I've never had. And so you never know. There could be all kinds of things going on with me that I don't know anything about. But I feel pretty healthy. I mean, I'm up and at 'em. I work all day. The amount of energy that gets expelled at that workplace for a 57-year-old gal on her feet all day, every day. Quite happy with where I am at that. Not happy about having to work full time at all, but it has given me a renewed excitement for my business. And I am going to get that sorted out sooner rather than later. I need to change storage units. The storage unit that I had every intentions of being out of in April this year, I am still occupying, and it is costing me a lot of money. So that's got to go. I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of it altogether, but I am going to find something cheaper and closer, because it's a good 35 minutes away and it's too far. What else? The storage unit, the business, just trying to get back into my workouts. This knee is really affecting my leg workouts. Just kind of looking forward to the fall, to be honest. I love the summer. I mean, Pamela and I are living our best lives, going to the beaches, and I probably will be doing Goderich this weekend if they are not in tornado watch or whatever. They had a tornado hit Thursday, I think. So there really is some significant weather up. I'm about an hour and 45 minutes away from Goderich, so I'm not on the doorstep at all. But there is significant weather activity in this whole region. And Mount Forest, where I work specifically, has had many tornado warnings in the last month or so. So it is what it is. City living is very different to living out in the sticks like I am out here, and namely no internet, which sucks. But anyway, so that is it for me on this significant day. I've got some paperwork to start processing and getting that final piece over with, and then it will just be a really bad memory. And even at that, I wish I could take an amnesia pill. I really do. Because I still have some very bad days. The work trucks I see every day, the Harleys I see every day. And it is pretty triggering. But I wouldn't be normal if it wasn't. Jumping into another relationship weeks after ending my marriage is not how I run my life. So it's certainly not something that I'm looking to do, even at this year milestone. No, thank you. Not looking to do that at all. But anyway, have a great rest of the evening. It is now 10 to 10, so it's probably bedtime for a lot of us. And have a great week. And I will check in with you again. Hopefully, as soon as the postal thing gets sorted out, we'll reconnect and start coming up with a plan on how to get the Leather Bag Lady back up and running, Shop at the Sheds back up and running, Etsy back up and running. That is all to come, and a lot more, I'm sure. So great to see you, everybody. Have a great night. Leather Bag Lady out.